Hello my dear students, I heartily welcome you all in this session, our subject science class 8th standard. Dear students, in this class we are going to learn in materials, metals and non-metals reaction with bases. Dear students, to demonstrate this we need sodium hydroxide solution. So to prepare this sodium hydroxide solution, care should be taken that pellets of sodium hydroxide are handled with a plastic spatulas. So now we have to prepare a fresh solution of sodium hydroxide in a test tube. In a test tube by dissolving 3 to 4 pellets. 3 to 4 pellets of it in 5 ml of water. In 5 ml of water we have to prepare a fresh sodium hydroxide solution. Drop a piece of aluminum foil into this. So bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of the test tube and observe carefully. So here burning, we have to heat it near the test tube. Observe carefully. What does the pop sound indicate? Here one pop sound will be there. Pat, 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 pop sound. This pop sound, as before, the pop sound indicates the presence of a hydrogen gas. It indicates the presence of hydrogen gas. Metals react with sodium hydroxide to produce hydrogen gas. Reaction of a non-metals with the bases are complex. How? Observe here. So this is a base, sodium hydroxide. It gives a pop sound to releases what? So hydrogen gas here. Yes. Next one, displacement reactions. Dear students, thus recall some activity that you have done in a 7th standard with copper sulfate and iron that you perform in your 7th standard. So now we'll see some more reactions of that. For that, we want 500 ml beakers here like this. 500 ml beakers, not 500. We want 5 beakers of 100 ml each. Label it A, B, C, D and E. Take 50 ml of water in each beaker and add it. With a teaspoon of each substance are indicated in as in figure. Like this we have to add. Keep the beakers undistanced as for some time and record your observations in your notebook. Observe here what we have added. In beaker A we have added copper sulfate, CuSO4 plus zinc granules. B, copper sulfate, CuSO4 and iron nails. In C, zinc sulfate, ZnSO4 and copper tonings. In beaker D we have added iron sulfate, FeSO4, copper tonings. In E, zinc sulfate, ZnSO4 plus iron nails. And observe here it changed and here there is no changes. When changes do you observe in the various beakers, you have read out that one metal displaces another metal from its compound in aqueous solution. So in beaker A, copper sulfate, in beaker A, zinc replaces copper from copper sulfate, CuSO4. That is why the blue color of a copper sulfate disappears and powdery red mass of a copper is deposited at the bottom of the beaker. The reaction can be represented CuSO4 copper sulfate plus zinc. It's a blue in color. It turns to colorless zinc sulfate plus red copper. In the same way we can write the reaction with B. So there could have been displacement zinc copper in a beaker C. Zinc copper in a beaker C. But we can infer that copper is not able to replace the zinc from zinc sulfate. But why? When zinc can be replaced copper in a beaker A, why cannot in a copper replace zinc in a beaker C? Remember that science is not arbitrary. It follows definite rules based on facts, and the rules here is that zinc is more reactive than a copper and iron. Understand? Copper and iron. So a more reactive metal can replace a less reactive metal, but a less reactive one cannot be replaced a more reactive metal. Now you can understand why there are no displacement reaction in beaker D and E also. So can you guess the sequences metal from more reactive to less reactive among zinc, iron and copper? Yes. Our last point is uses of metals and non-metals. You should be able to guess why metals are used in making machinery, automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, satellites, industrial gadgets, cooking utensils, water boilers, etc. You are also familiar with that uses of some non-metals. Here are some interesting, I am going to tell you some interesting ones. We are sure that you will guess them right. Non-metals. First one, non-metals. Non-metal is essential for our life, which all living beings inhale during breathing. What is that? That is oxygen. Yes, it is a non-metal is essential for a life which all living beings inhale breathing. Next one, non-metals used in a fertilizers, where they are used in a fertilizers to enhance the growth of plants. NPK, you guess it. Next one, non-metals are used in a water purification processes. Non-metals are used in a purple color solution which is applied to wounds as antiseptic. And non-metals are used in crackers. You may add some more uses of metals and non-metals from your experience. This completes your lesson. Your homework, solve exercise questions. Thank you.